that their like may never be known again. Perhaps it requires such depth of operation to create such heights of characters. My country is rich in the minerals and gems that lie beneath its soil, but I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people, finer and truer than the purest diamonds. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I learn the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attacks and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Resilience means the ability to deal with any kind of hardship and recover from its effect. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Even in the grimmest times in prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Push to our limits means push to the last point in our ability to bear pain. Oral comprehension check. What do the military journals do? How has their attitude changed and why? Why were two national anthems sung? Why were two national anthems sung? How does Mandela describe the systems of government in his country in the first decade and in the final decade of the 20th century? What does courage mean to Mandela? Which does he think is natural, to love or to hate? In life, every man has twin obligations to his family, to his parents, to his wife and children. And he has an obligations to his people, his community, his country. In a civil and humane society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclination and abilities. But in a country like South Africa, it was almost impossible for a man of my birth and color to fulfill both of these obligations.